Once again, this time we ask that everybody please rise. We ask gentlemen to remove your caps as we welcome in Chaplain Richard Wood from Racers for Christ.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this wonderful weather and the protection and safety of everyone here today. Thank you, Father God, for all the fathers that are here doing everything that they showing their love, Father God, to their kids here with the racing. Lord, we continue to ask for safety and blessings on all the racers and their families, and especially as we travel back to our respective homes tonight. We lift these things up in Jesus' name, amen.
Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Let's go racing once again. Good afternoon and a special happy Father's Day to all the fathers as we are set to go for our finals of the day. Yeah, finals will be 10 laps and we'll get started with your combined class. As we'll see, Rotex Masters and Rock Masters set to go 10 laps. Rotex Junior will need you on the grid. Rotex Junior will need you on the grid. Again, want to thank the great guys from Racers for Christ. Of course, Chaplain Richard Roy doing an outstanding job here with us this weekend at Monticello. Can't thank them enough. And a great job here this weekend. So we're ready to go. Rotex Junior, we need you to the grid. You are pre-grid. So our first final of the afternoon, Holster Store Rotex Masters. Be sure to check them out, holsterstore.com. Jerry and the guys doing a great job, and we'll line them up. Rotex Masters, Scott Roberts, Kevin Coy, Jerry Brown. In your Rock Masters, it'll be Ariel Castro, Hankinson, and Francois Branwibo. Again, 10 laps, field will tighten them up. Combined classes, Rotex Masters and your Rock Masters. Rock Junior, you need you on the grid. That'll be Rock Junior on the grid. Once again, this reminder, top 3 finishers in fast time. We will have podium awards in the tent. Once we do conclude our racing, you must be in your racer suit for your photos. Also, when your drivers do conclude their racing, please be sure to return your transponders. So underway, that'll be your Rotex Master. Scott Roberts, your leader there. Picking up the green, that'll be your Rock Masters. They'll work off turn number 1. With Castro taking off as your early leader. Francois going to be in that second place position. Rotex Junior, you're on the grid. Rock Senior, you're pre-grid. Bobby Green got to go to work on to Jerry Brown, and that's 600. That'll be Rotex Masters. That'll be for third as Jerry going to hold them off on the entry to turn number 4. Boy, Francois going to keep the heat on Castro. That'll be Rock Masters. Francois currently running second in your Rock Masters. Castro, your leader. Francois started in the third spot, quickly moved up into second. They'll work off at turn number 7. Now we're into turn number 8.
This is for you, brother.
Oh, okay, thanks. And Castro in lap number 2, 59.895. That is your Rock Masters driver. Castro in lap number 2. There's Scott Roberts. That's your Rotex Masters leader. Kevin Coy running second. Castro working around the field. There's Castro. That'll be your Rock Masters leader. Rotex Junior need you on the grid. Rock Senior, you are pre-grid. There's your overall leader, Scott Roberts, in the 6:28. Yeah, Scott, Rotex Masters leader. Castro continue to lead in the Rock Masters. Kevin Coy going to start to feel the footsteps now of Castro coming up on him. Kevin going to look over. Francois now trying to work up around and Kevin Coy as they work down into turn 4. So just over the halfway point in your Masters. It'll be Castro, your leader. Yeah, that'll be your Rock Masters. Rotex Masters, Scott Roberts continue to be the leader. Francois Bonribo winning in the second spot, Rock Masters. Kevin Coy second in the Rotex Masters. With 5 laps in, 5 to go, the field going to work their way into turn number 17. So Castro and Francois Bonribo working around. Your Rotex Master leader of Scott Roberts. And Francois about a half a second behind your leader. Now they've got open space. We'll see if Francois can cash in and bring in your leader as they'll head into turn 4. Rotex Junior, you're on the grid. Rock Senior, you are pre-grid. And Francois driving hard off turn number 17. 7 laps complete this time by. Francois closing up the gap. Definitely may have something for your leader, Castro. They'll head into turn number 2. Still about a half a second gap between first and second. And back in lap number 2, Castro turned to 59.895. That is overall quick lap of the 2 classes. Rotex Master Scott Roberts moving right along. That is your race leader in the Masters. And Scott Roberts looking for his 3rd win out of 4 events. His worst finish, 2nd at Homestead. Kevin Coy, his best finish, 3rd. He did that down in Fort Myers. So working on your final 2 laps to go. Lap number 8, Francois Bonribo turned to 59.771, but still trailing your leader by about 2 kart lengths. Is starting to close it up. As Castro kind of peeking over his shoulder to see Francois right there with him as they'll come into turn 17. They'll head down the front stretch. White flag up, 1 to go. Francois into turn number 1, 3/10 of a second behind your leader. Gets a good run and the entry to turn 1, stays in about a cart length behind your leader. So Francois right now with the fastest card out there. And that's the race off of turn number 4. Francois digging hard, doing all he can on the entry. That if he'll turn, they'll carry that battle off turn 6. Francois Brunrevo running the tire tracks of your leader. They'll head into turn number 13. They'll continue that little battle. There's a little separation off turn number 14. Castro gets a good run into turn 15. He'll hold that advantage into turn number 17. Here he comes, Castro. Looking to pick up the win in your Rock Masters. He'll score the win. Francois will come home second in your Rotex Masters, picking up his 3rd win out of 4 events. Scott Roberts will score the win. Coming up next, your Race Tech Development Road Tex Junior, and this was one heck of a race in the pre-final. This time we'll get him up to 10 laps, and here's how we'll line him up. Brian Lockwood making his first start of the season on the pole. Outside row 1, the 230 of Olivia Bellinger. Austin Garrison in the 9X starting 3rd. In the 4 starting position, the 298. Quentin DeBuber in the number 298. Ryan Norberg in the 248 starting 5th. 6th, it'll be the 12 of Sarah Metcalf. Sebastian Sear in the 22 starting 7th. 8th, it'll be the 9 of Tyler Jordan. Andrew Fountain in the 11 starting 9th. 10th, it'll be Sierra Smith in the 78. Will Winfrey in the 15 starting 11th. 12th, it'll be the 68 of Colin Schmidt. Zachary Hancock in the 338 scheduled in the 13th position. Need Colin Schmidt, please return your transponder to scales. Colin Schmidt, we need to return your transponder to scales. Rock Senior, you're on the grid. Cadet Sportsman, you are pre-grid. This should be a good race right here. Brian Lockwood and Bellinger, row number 1. Lockwood in the black suit on the inside. And we are ready to go. Green is up. They'll head into turn 1. Well, a little bit of contact. Lockwood, they're 3 wide off turn 1. Now they're going to stack them up. Couple carts going to get together. And now we'll see an exchange for that top position coming into the Fazio turn. So a brand new leader here early on as they'll head off into turn number 7. Field making their way around to turn number 13 for the very first time. This will be a good race. Race Tech Development, Road Techs Jr. Ryan Norberg, current points leader, has a win this season. Did it down in Fort Myers. And Field will head down into turn number 1. Now going to see an exchange for that second spot. Bellinger right to the inside will take it away. So Bellinger now second. Garrison running third. Brian Lockwood up front. Lockwood your leader. And Lockwood picking up the win in the pre-final. And he was pretty well pestered as we've seen a back-and-forth event between him, Bellinger, and Austin Garrison. And right now, Lockwood up front. So your top 5, 6 carts pretty well buttoned up. They'll exit off at turn number 11 into turn 12, led by Brian Lockwood. Again, I said Lockwood making his first start of the season. Bellinger starting the weekend second in points, and he's had some pretty good outings. The third place finish at at Orlando, second at Fort Myers. All right, now Bellinger running in that second place position. Austin Garrison in the third spot. Austin making his second start of the season with the Rotex Jr. Again, Austin coming off a third place finish at Fort Myers, currently being scored third. As Lockwood all of a sudden under the gun now, coming through the 5-hill turn, they'll head into turn 7. As Lockwood holding on to that top position with Bellinger staying right behind him. And Brian Lockwood, as I said, making his first start of the season. Got a chance to talk with Brian a little bit yesterday, hoping to finish out the season down at Ocala, race number 5. Then we'll wrap it up in Jacksonville in August. That'll be race number 6. As Lockwood will work his way into turn number 15. So here he comes, top 3 drivers on to turn number 17, and led by Brian Lockwood, Bellinger, and Garrison down into turn 1. Ryan Norberg holding on to 4th, Sierra 5th. Sierra's picked up a couple positions in that number 22. So far, Sierra picked up 2 positions, started 7th, currently being scored in the 5th position. So Brian Lockwood holding on as he'll head up into the 5-hill turn, continue to hold off second running Bellinger. That's about what they did in the pre-final. Now they'll head into turn number 9. Led by Lockwood. Boy, they are tight coming through turn number 10. Good nose-to-tail racing. They'll head into turn number 12. Now into turn number 13, led by Brian Lockwood. Lockwood will make the turn. They're going to stay right with them. Bellinger and Garrison all nose-to-tail. Here they come into turn number 16. Brian Lockwood off turn 17 with a 2-card advantage down the front stretch. He'll head down into turn number 1. 4 laps complete. Third place running Garrison just turned a 1:01.051. That is quick time in this race. 4th, 5th, and 6th. That'll be Norberg, Sierra, and DeBoover. Good racing between those drivers. They'll make their way into turn number 4. And second running, Carter Bellinger gets a good run through the 5-hill turn, closing in on Lockwood. Still not enough to make the pass. Brian, a little bit of racing at this track over the years. And he'll hold on to your top spot through turn number 10. See, Bellinger going to try to go to the inside. Cannot make the passes. Brian Lockwood shuts the door on him off the exit of turn 13. So 5 down, 5 to go. Halfway point. Brian Lockwood, your leader, started on the pole. Bellinger running second. Garrison third. 4th, it'll be Sierra, who continue to dig up through the front. 5th, it'll be Norberg. DeBoover running 6th. 7th, it'll be Tyler Jordan. 8th, it'll be Sierra Smith. 9th, it'll be Will Winfrey. Austin Garrison, lap 4, turn quick time, 1:01.051. Leader's going to work off turn number 10. So just over the halfway point, Brian Lockwood, one and only leader so far. He'll work his way into turn number 14. So here comes Brian. He'll work his way into turn number 17. So your top three, Lockwood, Bellinger, and Austin Garrison, continue the top three battle off of turn 1. Boy, Sebastian Sierra, a very good run, currently running 4th. Austin Garrison, lap 6, just rolled a 1 minute, .945. That is quick time for Garrison. But right now, Garrison being scored in the 3rd place position. There's Lockwood holding on to the top position. Bellinger's been right there in the middle of the sandwich pretty much the entire race, with Garrison running 3rd. They'll exit off at turn number 12. There's Brian Lockwood now into turn number 13. Quickly into turn number 14, holding him off. He'll exit off into turn number 14. Here he comes into turn 15. There's your leader. So far, wire to wire for Brian Lockwood. He'll work down the front stretch. 7 laps complete into turn 1. Ryan Norberg trying to hold off the movers. That was a little race for 5th. Right now, your top 3, Lockwood, Bellinger, Garrison, as they're making their way into turn number 5. Ryan Lockwood has led every single lap once that green flag drop started on the pole. And he'll work his way nice and smooth to the Fazio turn in turn number 7. And Garrison, lap 6, had overall quick time. He stays in right on the heels of Bellinger. They'll head into turn number 13. So here comes Brian Lockwood. 8 laps complete this time by. And they will get double sticks, 2 to go as they shoot down the front stretch. Final 2 to go. For Brian Lockwood, he just turns a 1 minute, .887. That is quick time in this race for Brian Lockwood. Lockwood now starting to separate himself from both Garrison and Bellinger as those two drivers flip-flop for second. It'll be Garrison now second, with Bellinger running 3rd as they'll work to the Fazio turn. But it has been Brian Lockwood. Once the green flag dropped, he has continued to hold on to that top position. Rock Senior, you're up next. Cadet Sportsman, you are pre-grade. That'll be Cadet Sportsman, you are pre-grade. So final lap, white flag will hang for Brian Lockwood. Separation now coming in a big way as he checks off at turn number 17. White flag up, Brian Lockwood down to turn number 1. And he'll have a commanding lead of 0.8 of a second for Brian Lockwood. Brian making his first start here with the Florida Karting Championship Series this season. And he has been on the money all day long. Now breaking away, Brian Lockwood. Getting some breathing room as he'll head off at turn number 5 through the Fangio turn. Now the battle going to be for that second place position between Garrison and Bellinger. Garrison currently running second. Boy, Bellinger trying to get to the inside of Garrison. In the meantime, coming into turn number 13 for the final time, Brian Lockwood. There's Brian now, heads into turn number 16 for the final time. He's got one more exit to seal the deal, and here he comes down the front stretch. First one of the year, Brian Lockwood seals the deal. Garrison coming home second. Bellinger comes home third. Great run by Sierra, picks up that 4th spot, and Ryan Norberg will pick up 5th. So that'll be our 4th different winner in the Road Tex Junior class, with Brian Lockwood make it the 4th different winner. So Brian Lockwood, your one and only leader, leads every single lap, picked it up off the pole position, and led all 10 laps. Well, Rock Senior are going to make their way up. They'll be up next. We need shifters, senior shifters. That'll be ICC, Master, Stock, Moto. Shifter, Senior, Stock, Moto, Masters, ICC. We'll need you to the grid as we're about ready to go. Rock Senior. Free Speed Resources again. This will be Rock Senior. And here's how we'll line them up. Inside row 1, A.J. Myers in the 28, Ashley Rogero in the 17. In row 2, Dominic Torsola in the 29, starting 4th, the 199, Brandon Salyer. 5th, it'll be the 26 of Aaron Schmidt, Garrett Peterson in the 33, starting 6th. 7th, it'll be the 18 of Eddie Rodriguez. In the 327, starting 8th, it'll be Jose Rivera. Starting 9th, the 49 of Benjamin Hinkinson. In the 10th starting spot, it'll be Austin Jordan, the 332. Scheduled out in the 11th spot, be the 42 of Nolan Kelly. Again, this reminder, please be sure to return your transponders. Also, those drivers with top 3 finishes in fast time, we will have podium awards at the Big Tent once we conclude racing for the day. This reminder, you must be in your racer suit for photos to receive your awards. Yeah, you must be in your racer suit for photos. Again, as you do make your way up to the podium, we ask you please wear your racer suit. And, of course, a lot of these photos making it around the country and around the world. So definitely want to make sure you look good for your photos. Again, top 3 drivers fast time. We'll have podium awards once we do conclude all racing for the day. So ready to go, your Verde Speed Resource Rock Senior Cadet Sportsman. You're now on the grid. The senior shifters, that'll include Stock Moto, Masters, ICC. You are pre-grid. Rock Senior at A.J. Myers on the pole. Ashley outside row 1. A.J. on the inside. They'll start to accelerate, and green is up. We're underway. A.J. hooking that inside. Oh, little crisscross move by Ashley, and she'll take over the top spot. Torsola will move into third as they head into turn number 4. Nice little crisscross move there, sweeping out to the outside. Was your pole sitter of A.J. Myers. Now A.J. going to come right back to the final turn. He'll take it away. So A.J. Myers right back up into the top spot. So that'll be a quick lead change there as Ashley came out of the gate as your leader. Now A.J. fighting right back. He'll take it over here as we head around for lap number 1. Again, Cadet Sportsman, they're coming up next, and we should see a barn burner in that one. Great pre-final. Those drivers, they get geared up and ready to go. So A.J. Myers will head down to turn number 1 as your early leader. Ashley running second to Sorrel Brandon and Garrett Peterson, your top 5. Sorrel will tap in the back of the head, trying to get him and Brandon to hook up together to try to bring in a very couple quick carts, Myers and Rajero. They'll head up through turn 6 to the 5. You'll turn a little bit of an advantage now for A.J. Myers. A.J. with about a 2-cart advantage now heads down into turn number 9. Swoops through turn 9, heads into turn 10. Ashley going to close it up a little bit off turn number 10. Meantime, Dominic starting to close up a little bit now on that second place running cart of Ashley Rajero. Now single foul traffic, 2 laps in. A.J. Myers just turned to 57.672. 57.672 for A.J. Look at Brandon all over the back end of Tesoro as they head into turn 4. Those two guys need to hook up and get rolling, try to reel in the top 2 drivers. Now Brandon going to go right to the inside, trying to make the pass on Dominic. They'll work off turn 7. And Dominic going to shut the door on him, so he'll hold on to third. So they are running top 4 drivers exactly how they came in with Myers, Rajero, Tesoro, and Brandon Sale, your top 4 drivers. So Brandon showing a little muscle there coming into turn number 6. They got a shot at Tesoro. Tesoro knows he's right there. Here's your leader, A.J. Myers, working off turn 17. Got about a 2-cart advantage into turn number 1. Get about 0.2 of a second advantage. Ashley turning to 57.484. That is quick time in this race, 57.484 for Ashley. Cadet Sportsman, you're on the grid. Shifter Seniors, you're pre-grid. And Torsola running third, currently 1.8 seconds out of the top position. A.J. Myers still in command. He'll exit off turn 17. 4 laps in, 6 to go. Traffic is really stretching out outside of the top couple carts up front. With Rajero trying to reel in A.J. Myers, and they got Dominic Torsola and Brandon Taylor. Brandon getting a good run. Got some momentum going on to turn number 4. A couple laps ago, he took a shot at Torsola going up that hill. We'll see if he's got enough this time. Not going to be able to get it going. He'll stay 4th off turn 7. Leaders coming off turn number 10, led by A.J. Myers. Ashley still running second. She's about a cart length and a half now, about 2 carts heading to turn 13 behind your leader. Great race for third. That is a battle for that final podium position. Brandon into 199, Dominic into 29. Dominic currently holding on to third with Brandon really working him hard on the entry to turn 17. There's your leader, Myers, to the line. He'll head into turn number 1 with a half a second advantage off turn 1 for A.J. Myers. So 5 down, 5 to go. A.J. Myers gave up that lead early on, lost it back, or got it back away in turn number 6. That was in the very first lap of the race. And since then, he's been up front for the last 5 laps. Ashley running second, Dominic Torsola running third, Brandon Tillier running fourth, fifth it'll be Eddie Rodriguez, sixth it'll be Peterson, seventh it'll be Austin Jordan, eighth it'll be Rivera, ninth it'll be Kelly Hankinson, and Schmidt rounding them out as they'll work their way around. So Brandon having a good run coming off of turn number 1, and he'll take over that third spot in lap 6. Ashley turning a 57.425. Still about 0.4 of a second behind A.J. Myers through turn number 10. So Brandon, boy, he's been digging and finally getting up to that third spot, working around Dominic, and that is not an easy way to get around, but he definitely moves up to third. So trying to get himself a podium finish for the second straight day. Brandon into 199. 7 laps complete as your leaders come off of turn number 17, led by A.J. Myers. They'll work down into turn number 1. Ashley about 0.3 of a second behind your leader. Brandon starting to break away from Tesoro. The rest of the traffic really stretching out. So the one and only battle, the one that matters up front. Ashley running down your leader, A.J. Myers, with 7 in, 3 to go. And A.J.'s gotten to about a half a second advantage over Ashley. Now he's right back where he left off, about a half a second. Going to separate first and second. Your leader exits off turn number 10. Here comes A.J. now. He'll come off turn number 17. He'll see the white flag in the air this time by. And there it is. The double sticks. 2 to go this time by. So final 2 laps to go for your leader, A.J. Myers. And A.J. with about a 0.4 second of advantage over Ashley. And the 26 going to get a little bit wide there. That'll be Aaron Schmidt. Reels it back in. So final lap and a half to go. Ashley briefly grabbed that lead in lap number 1, then lost it coming off turn number 6. Putting it right back in the hands of A.J. Myers. There's A.J. now coming into turn number 15. They'll see the white flag this time by. 1 to go. Now there's A.J. into turn number 1. He'll carry a 0.6 of a second advantage. That has been his biggest lead all day long. So final lap, 1 to go. And A.J. starting to break away now as he'll work off turn number 5. He'll head up the hill to the Monticello turn into turn number 7 with a commanding lead now as he gets away from Ashley Rajeros. He'll head down into turn number 9. Now about 0.7 of a second lead for A.J. Myers. Brandon hanging on, just got to make himself through the turns to hold on for another podium for the 199 to Brandon. So they'll work around for the final time. A.J. Myers doing a great job. Here he comes into turn 16. A.J. Myers will work off turn number 17. And he'll head to the line. He'll see the checker. And he'll score the win. A.J. Myers picks up the win in your Rock Senior. Ashley coming home second. Brandon will pick up third. Tesoro going to come home in the fourth spot. And rounding out your top five, Eddie Rodriguez. So here we go, TS Racing Cadet Sportsman. This should be a good one coming off a great pre-final. Aiden Keel in the 577 on the pole. Zenzel Saraceno in the number 10, outside row 1. Starting third, the 08 of Devin Buteau. Diaz Ramirez in the 103, starting fourth. Fifth, it'll be the 88 of Diaz. Starting sixth, the 11 of Mayo Livingston. Seventh, it'll be Zachary Hollinshead in the 65. Hunter Padilla starting 8. Jake Knepper starting 9th. Scheduled out the 18 of Dylan De Niro. We are ready to go. TS Racing Cadet Sportsman. And green is up. Ramirez trying to gain a little bit of ground, a little bit of contact there in that second, third spot. As they are side by side, good little battle there. Heavy traffic there coming off turn number 2. 2 in battle now into turn number 4. Once again, a couple announcements. Those drivers' top 3 finishes fast time will have podium awards in the tent. You must be in your racer suit for photos. Again, no exceptions. You must be in your racer suit for photos. Also, this reminder, please be sure to return your transponders once you do conclude racing. Also, no alcohol beverages until racing has been completed. Once again, that includes the pit area, also grid area. No alcohol beverages allowed until racing has concluded. So working on lap number 1, TS Racing Cadet Sportsman. Aiden Keel up front. Ramirez running second. Saraceno running third. Devin Buteau running fourth. And fifth, it'll be Mayo Livingston. Is it really? That guy shows up everywhere, man. McKeith?
Yeah, all of
Well,
a
you see
sudden.
him at Citrus. He's at the racetrack with the
Oh, yeah.
Marys with the car. And
Oh, yeah. But his son's not running, right?
no, his
He,
kid.
he
No,
must not like it.
no,
Because
he was in the
I think he
Navy.
tried
And,
it.
yeah, he
must
went to the
not like it.
Navy. Didn't. And the other one, Jackson, tried
yeah,
it.
the little one. He didn't like it, huh?
He wasn't competitive.
Ah.
He was bad. And Devin Buteau continue to gain some ground. They both get around Ramirez, so that'll put Saraceno now second. Ramirez dropping back to fourth. So a couple drivers on the move, Saraceno and Devin Buteau as they work their way into turn number 4. Top 4 drivers are pretty well nose to tail. Good racing going up the hill. Here they come. They're going to go after your leader. We're going to see 3 wide as they come through the final. They'll shake them down. They're going to see a brand new leader. Into turn number 7, they went 3 wide and putting your leader Keel back to 4th. Wow, going through that turn number 6 up through the Fazio with a brand new leader. They're not afraid at all. And we're right back where he left off in that pre-final. Now Keel will drop back to 4th as they'll work into turn 13. Ramirez opening up the weekend with your points lead. Couple wins for Ramirez. Devin Buteau winning at race weekend number 2 at Homestead. And they are flying off turn number 17 down the front stretch with Saraceno, Ramirez, Buteau, and Keel working into turn number 1. So Saraceno up front in that top position into number 10. Devin Buteau really all over the back end of Ramirez as they'll work in turn number 4. Led by Saraceno. Let's see if they're going to get antsy again. Coming into the Fazio, they'll stay in line. They're still nose to tail. They'll single file through the turn. And just 3 laps in. Ramirez turning quick lap 1:08.047 in lap 3. So Ramirez working on Saraceno on the exit of turn number 10. There's your top 4 drivers. They'll make their way up at turn number 15. Still nose to tail. They'll work down the front stretch. Saraceno, Ramirez, Devin Buteau, and Keel. They'll work in turn number 1. I tell you, that took a lot of courage to go 3 wide through turn number 6. Good racing. That'll be 5th, 6th, and 7th. Doing an air up Padilla and Mayo Livingston. So Saraceno right now up front with Ramirez staying right behind him. They'll go up the hill, single file through the turn. Off the Fazio turn into turn number 7. No change there, led by Saraceno. Ramirez, your points leader, running second. Devin Buteau, a winner, as I said, in race weekend number 2, currently being scored 3rd. Yeah, a little bit of different line there for Saraceno as he kind of came out a little bit wide off turn number 12. Meantime, a great battle into that 3rd spot. Looks like Keel going to overpower and move up into the 3rd spot as they come down the front stretch. So it'll be Keel now running 3rd with Devin Buteau in behind him. 5 laps in, 5 to go. It's Saraceno, Ramirez, Keel, Buteau, and Dylan De Niro, your top 5. Well, they continue to go nose to tail. That'll be turn number 4. See if Ramirez will take a shot at your leader. Now Keel going to bring Devin with him. Devin gets back in line. Keel going to get it away off of turn number 6. Now they're side by side. They'll come off at turn number 7. Ramirez going to hold them off. As they'll come into turn number 9, we'll check them out as they come into turn number 10. As Keel tried to take a shot at it, Devin Buteau looked like he was going to go out of line and gets right back in line. Keel from 4th to 2nd. So we're going to look at them now as they come into turn number 15. Keel looking to the inside, going to challenge for the lead, and he's got enough to get around, going to bring company right with him. It'll be Keel at the line, Saraceno, Ramirez, and Devin Buteau. Now Ramirez going to the inside for 2nd. Through turn 1, going to bring Devin right with him. So it'll be Ramirez in the 2nd, Devin 3rd, Saraceno now 4th, with Keel back up front. Unbelievable. What a job by these Cadet Sportsman drivers. Wow, we got that heating up. Look at the race for that 5th place position. That'll be Dylan De Niro Padilla again doing battle. That'll be for 5th. So it is Keel, your race leader. Ramirez, Buteau, and Saraceno now working their way into turn number 13. About 4 or 5 different lead changes already as your leaders work into turn number 14. Now 15. With Keel, your leader. I'm not sure if it's too safe to be up front when they get down to those final few laps. Here comes Keel off turn number 17. 3 laps to go this time by. Final 3. Keel, Ramirez, Saraceno running 3rd. 4th, it'll be the 10 of Saraceno. All of a sudden, Saraceno starting to fade back. And he's quickly dropping back now with a 3-horse shootout coming to the Baggio turn. Led by Keel. Ramirez running 2nd. And Devin Buteau holding on to the 3rd place position. And Keel jumped up to that early lead coming off the pole position. Continued to flip-flop with numerous drivers working around him. So it'll be Keel, Ramirez, and Devin Buteau breaking away from the 10 of Saraceno. Any shot for a podium there for Saraceno continued to go away. As your final 3 drivers, they'll work their way into turn number 17. 2 laps to go. Chris will show them double sticks. This time by, they'll work down the front stretch. Your leader, Keel, going to look over his right shoulder. Ramirez pushing him down the front stretch. Nose to tail off at turn number 1. Keel, Ramirez, and Devin Buteau into turn number 2. Ramirez with quick lap back in lap number 3, a 1:08.047. A lot of racing room. They love to make those passes going up the hill. As Keel going to keep Ramirez and Devin Buteau behind him off turn number 7. So they'll head into turn number 9, led by Keel. Right in the middle of the sandwich is Ramirez. Got to wonder, is Ramirez maybe the guy in the best spot right now in the middle of the sandwich as they'll head into turn number 12. Carrying that momentum into turn number 13, led by Keel. Seen about 5 different lead changes among 4 different drivers. 3 drivers going for that podium top 3 spots right now as they'll come into turn number 15. Aiden Keel looking for his first win of the season. Both Devin Buteau and Ramirez have a win. White flag up, 1 to go. They'll head into turn number 1, led by Keel. So the guys behind Keel both have wins. Ramirez with a pair. Devin Buteau is a win. Can Keel snatch one away from Ramirez as he's going to peek to the outside? Ramirez crisscrossing, getting a little antsy, knowing he doesn't have much time to go. Ramirez on attack mode. Here they come up the hill. Ramirez, he's got the helmet tap, and he's going to bring Devin with him. And Devin stays right on the heels of Ramirez. So it'll be Ramirez and Devin Buteau into turn number 9. Good racing. Boy, they were coming into turn 4. You seen Ramirez tapping his helmet. Now it's Buteau taking it away. As Devin goes to the inside off turn 10, he gets it away from Ramirez. Last couple turns. Here they come into turn 13. As Ramirez again, they make contact. Devin going to slide off the track. It'll be Aiden Keel off turn 14. And he's got the lead. Keel up front. He'll come to the line. And Keel will get his first win of the season. Ramirez second. Saraceno on the podium. As contact coming to turns 12 and 13. Ramirez and Devin Buteau trying to get that spot away. And Devin, the one left out. So Saraceno pops onto the podium with a third place finish. Saraceno getting his best finish of the season. And he'll be on the podium first time this year in the Cadet Sportsman. Aiden Keel, best finish, picks up his first win of the season. Points leader Ramirez second for the second time this season. Outstanding racing. Unbelievable out of these Cadet Sportsman drivers. You'll need your Rock Junior. That'll be Rock Junior tag. We need tag. Your pre-grid ready to go. Shifters. Nick Neri to 151. That'll be your stock moto pole sitter. In the ICC, it'll be Morgan Pagano. And in your Masters, Dan Brubaker in the number 44. Need Rock Jr., you're on the grid. Tag, your pre-grid. So Brad will get them all lined up, ready to go. Ashley Rajero in the 17. Oliver Askew in the 38. A.J. Myers in the 28. Kurt Matheson in the 25. Morgan Healy in the 16. Donna Kotick in the number 54. You're even the 33. Chris Gannon, stock moto driver in the 22. Anthony Sanford, your stock moto driver in the number 24. So Chris will look him over. He'll get ready to raise that left arm. 10 laps, your shifters. Left arm up, and the green flag out. We're underway. Oh, contact. That'll be Neri. And that'll be Oliver Askew and Nick Neri getting together. Rock Jr., you're on the grid. That'll be Rock Jr. tag, your pre-grid.
Can you get that open? Smart athlete.
So field working their way around. 3 combined classes, stock moto, ICC, and Masters. Right now it'll be Ashley Rajero, stock moto leader. A.J. Myers running second. Matheson running third. A pretty good run for Kurt Matheson. Ashley making her third start in the stock moto class. Best finish 6th she did down at Homestead. Right now, Ashley up front in the number 17. That'll be your stock moto leader. Lap 2, Oliver Askew turning a 56.319. Did that in lap number 2. There's Ashley. Got a great run off turn number 17. She'll head down the front stretch. Yeah, Nick Neri now 5th overall. So Neri driving it hard, trying to bring it to the front. Chad Lee, Masters driver, off down the front stretch. He'll gather it up, gets it back on the speedway. So Nick Neri sitting 5th, 6.8 seconds behind your leader. Again, stock moto leader, that'll be Ashley Rajero in the number 17. Again, Morgan Pagano in the 0-7. That'll be ICC leader. That's your ICC leader, Morgan Pagano. Lap 4, Neri with a 55.980. So he is bringing it to the front. Nick Neri continue to make moves. Nick just clicking off a 55.980. So here comes Ashley. Close it in on a halfway point. So 5 down, 5 to go. There's your leader, Ashley Rajero. That's the halfway mark. So Ashley, your overall leader. AJ Myers, Kurt Matheson, top 3. Morgan Pagano, ICC leader. So Nick Neri going to retire the 151. Neri done for the day. Brings it in. So we will definitely see a new winner in the stock moto today, as Nick has 3 straight wins. And right now, Ashley Rajero up front in the stock moto class. So traffic is into the stretch out, 6 laps in. Sasha McGarry, little contact off turn number 1. That'll be the 5 machine, as McGarry will take that position away.
All 3 of them?
Jonathan just came in and Oliver just got black flag.
So again, your top 3 in points, not going to be able to complete this race. Neri, Askew, and Jonathan all in off the track. So 7 laps in, 3 to go. Ashley Rajero, your overall leader. Stock moto leader, Ashley Rajero. Ashley with a 2.2 second advantage over AJ Myers. There's Ashley making her way off turn number 11. AJ running second. Again, those stock moto drivers. Barack Jr., you're on the grid. Tag, you're pre-grid. Tag, you are pre-grid. So Ashley will pick up 2 to go. This time by heads down into turn number 1 with a 2.7 second advantage over A.J. Myers, as they'll head down into turn number 2. So final 2 laps to go. Ashley Rajero taking advantage of a little mix-up at the start of the race. And came off turn number 1 as your leader, and she has led every single lap.
Everybody's coming in. Where's the 5th one come in? That's 33. Oliver just came in. Nick came in.
The 33 will retire the edit card along with Oliver Askew in the 38. So final circuit to go. Ashley Rajero making her way around. Ashley with a 3.5 second advantage now over A.J. Myers. In the ICC, it will be the number 5, your leader. Gary in the number 5. Ashley will make it around for the final time, so we will definitely see a new winner here. And a first-time winner in the Shifter Stock Moto. Ashley Rahero will seal the deal. She is the winner. A.J. Myers, a good run for A.J. will hop on the podium in that second position. And Kurt Matheson will score the third-place finish for him. This will be Orlando Kart Center. Rock Jr., Austin Garrison inside row 1. Ryan Norberg in the 48 outside row 1. Row 2, Sasha Barnweibel in the 21. Colin Warren in the 11. Lucci in the number 31. Devin Bowerman in the 7. Starting 7th, Mason Carroll. 8th, it'll be Sarah Metcalf. 9th, it'll be Colin Schmidt as we are ready to go. Orlando Kart Center, Rock Jr. as they'll go 10 laps. Need tag to the grid. You're up next. You're followed by Mini Rock. We'll need Mini Rock to the grid. Trying to get him to slow down. Garrison, Ryan Norberg, row number 1. Green is out. We're underway. Inside lane, that's the one to be in as they come off to a good start side by side off the exit of turn number 1. That'll be Garrison up front. He'll head down into turn number 4. Freight train of traffic. Boy, they are flying into turn 4. So Austin Garrison up front. They'll go up the hill. And Garrison will hold on to that top spot. So Garrison, your leader.
That's cool.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
It was very nice. Now we'll see a little exchange for that second place position. Some side-by-side racing off at turn number 11. You got one car getting off the track. And gets it right back on 3 wide now on the entry to turn number 12. Boy, we are seeing some very good racing early on. With Austin Garrison, your leader, he'll bring the field into turn number 16. And he'll shoot down the front stretch. Running second. Novucci at number 31, so out to a very good start. Running second, third. It'll be Ryan Norberg. And Ryan Norberg finished in that second spot in the pre-final. Now he's looking to the inside. He's got the momentum. Not going to be able to get around in the second. He'll run third off of turn number 7. So Garrison trying to take a shot at that second place cart. Realize he's going to have to try to get up there to bring in Austin Garrison. Now he'll go to the inside making the pass. So moving up in the second will be Ryan Norberg. And he knows Garrison's quick. He'll have to try to quickly go to work on Austin Garrison. They'll head into turn 15. So here comes your leader, Austin Garrison, down the front stretch. Norberg turning a 1 minute .353. 1 minute .353 for Ryan Norberg, currently running second, 0.3 of a second behind your leader.
What's team principal?
I don't know. Why?
It said that they were all black flag because it's team principal.
What?
Oh, I think their team leader or whatever told them to come in.
out there.
Told them to come in. Whoever that was. Who was it? Who got that for OGP?
No, but when you print out the sheet,
Yeah.
Nick Neri, where it says sponsored by, OGP was about.
He's sponsored by him, trust
Yeah, he is. Huh.
Again, Norberg trying to bring in your race leader, setting quick time here in his last lap. He goes to work on your leader, Austin Garrison, down into turn number 1. Sasha Brunweibel got a pretty good run going. Sasha currently being scored in the 4th position. Continued to make her way up to the front. Got backpedaled earlier in the race. Currently running 4th. Started 3rd. Went back a couple spots. And now running in the 4th place position. Got to change that to 3rd. And she'll be right back where she started. Good run coming in to turn number 6. And she'll move to 3rd. So Sasha Brunweibel right where she started in 3rd. We'll see if she can make a charge at your leaders. They're working on your Orlando Kart Center, Rock Jr. Single file traffic, top 6 carts, 7 carts now into turn number 12. Illinois leader Austin Garrison. Austin now coming in turn number 14. Norberg gets a good run, stays right on your leader into turn 17. Norberg trying to reel him in down the front stretch. Top 5 drivers, single file. Devin Bowerman trying to hang with the top 5, still right with them. And you'll want to stay up there wherever you can. You never know what's going to happen on that final lap. Want to keep digging. You'll never know what's going to break at the end. Meantime, now we're going to see a lead change into turn 6. As a brand new leader, that'll be Ryan Norberg. Takes it over here in lap number 4. So Norberg now your brand new leader. Second different leader is Norberg up front off of turn 10. I'll tell you, these top 5 drivers are all glued together. Bowerman a little wide, kicks up some dirt off turn 10.
That's cool.
It's amazing. It's a really cool Here comes a freight train of traffic. They'll pick up the halfway sign. Chris going to show them cross flags. This time by 5 down, 5 to go. Norberg, your leader, second, different leader. Garrison led the first 4.5. He's currently running second. Third, Sasha Braunwebo. Salucci running fourth. Cowan Warren fifth. Bowerman sixth. Mason Carroll seventh. Metcalf eighth. Colin Smith running in the ninth spot. Overall quick time in this race, Ryan Norberg did it back in lap number 2. Heard a 1 minute, .353 for Ryan Norberg. And he's your new leader. Took it over and lap number 4. And he'll take the field into turn number 10 as your leader. Single file traffic into turn number 11. But Colin Warren digging now, trying to get over to that 4th place spot. So it'll be Norberg, Garrison, Sasha Braunwebo, those top 3 drivers. They'll work their way into turn 17. They'll shoot down the front stretch. 6 laps in, 4 to go. Norberg, Garrison, Sasha Braunwebo, Salucci, and Cowan Warren off of turn number 5, all nose to tail. They'll keep that momentum going into turn number 2. Boy, Cowan Warren, he's definitely got a quick car. Getting antsy there in that 5th spot. So Cowan will take a shot at that position, going to stay in behind. Salucci is no work in turn 6. Ryan Norberg just turned a 1 minute, 2:57. Now he showed that he's had the quick cart and staying up front right now off turn 10.
Yeah, sorry. Did you see him yesterday? Did you see him yesterday? Oh, okay.
Field making their way into turn number 14, led by Ryan Norberg. Ryan with about a cart length advantage. All of a sudden, Sasha Braunwebo dropping back with that little battle in behind her. Now Sanucci going to go to the inside. He'll try to take over third. Going to bring Cowan Warren with him. Cowan now going to shoot for third. Stays to the outside. Sasha going to shut him out. Good racing for that final podium position. Sanucci now will take it over. Sasha will drop the 4th, 5th. It'll be Cowan Warren. And amazing what that little mix of traffic does for those drivers and how quick they drop back. 3rd, 4th, and 5th, they were all running nose to tail with your top 2 drivers. And you've seen them when they started mixing things up coming off turn 1. Cost them some time. As your top 2 drivers, Norberg and Austin Garrison breaking away. Lap 7, Garrison, a 1 minute, .108. And they will see 2 to go this time by. Got a couple good runs going. Final 2 laps to go. Got the battle for the top spot. And it's still up for grabs for the final 3rd spot on the podium. Sasha Braunwebo with a podium finish on Saturday. Should love to get another one here today. Tag, you're on the grid. Get them ready. Mini Rock, you're pre-grid. Boy, Sasha Braunwebo, all with Cowan Warren. They'll see if one of those 3 drivers, Salucci, can get the top position on the final spot on the podium. We know who's going to try to get that top spot between Austin Garrison and Ryan Norberg as they come around for the final time. Norberg started outside of row 1. He'll shoot down the front stretch. White flag up, 1 to go. Great battle for the top spot. Sasha Braunwebo looking to the inside. What a move. That crisscrossing over. Cowan Warren will slide into 4th. Now Cowan going to have to go to work on Salvucci as they work into turn 4. Meantime, Ryan Norberg trying to hold on. Garrison clips off a quick lap of 1 minute 0:01 here in lap 9. So here comes Norberg coming off turn number 10. Has about a cart length advantage over Garrison. Cowan Warren running out of time. We'll see if he can snatch a podium spot away. Goes to work on Salvucci. Good battle there. Cowan looking to the inside. As they come off turn 13, he's got the advantage, and Collin will take third away. Meantime, here comes Norberg. He'll seal the deal. As he comes down the front stretch, Norberg will score the win. Garrison coming home second. Collin Warren, good run for Collin. He's on the podium. So we've seen two different leaders. Early on, it was the 492 of Austin Garrison. Took it over right off the green flag drop, held that on for about 3.5 laps, gave it away to the 48 of Norberg. So two different leaders. So it will be Ryan Norberg, Austin Garrison, and Collin Warren. Mini Rock, you're on the grid. Shifter Jr., you're pre-grid. So ready to go. Riser Racing tag. Dustin Strauss in the 71. Corey Tolles outside row 1. Zeb Davis in the 2. Brandon Saylor starting 4th. 5th, it'll be Porter Aiken. Haley starting 6th. 7th, it'll be Mike Andrews Jr. Eric Filguera starting 8th. Ricky Brooks starting 9th. Jason Devine 10th. Kodak starting 11th. Austin Jordan in the 332 starting 12th. Mini Rock, you're on the grid. Strauss and Corey Tolles, row number 1. They'll pick up the green. Dustin will go right to the inside. He'll come off turn number 1 with a very good start. Ricky Brooks coming off the track. He'll gather it up, puts it right back on the track. And a lot of movement going on for that second spot. Zeb Davis streaking out to the outside. Zeb will move up into 3rd. So Zeb Davis on the move in at number 2. Got back, shuffled back a little bit, but right now running 3rd. There's some contact now. A couple getting together off of turn number 10. And everybody gets it right back on the track. So Dustin Strauss continue to move right along. So Dustin checking out on the field. There's your leader down into turn number 1. Zab Davis now into the second spot. Porter Aiken running third. Andrews Jr. running fourth. Corey Tolles now in the top 5. Boy, a lot of moving for positions mid-pack as your leader heads into turn number 6. Well, that car has been a rocket ship for Dustin all day long. Dustin finished the pre-final by 7 full seconds. And right now, he'll open up a 4-second advantage over Zeb Davis. I would say Dustin picking up right where he left off as he came across the line at a pre-final 7 seconds ahead of Corey Tolles. And right now, he's got a 4-second advantage. So the battle going to be for that second and third spot position on the podium. Right now it'll be Zeb Davis running second, Puerto Rican running in the third spot. Boy, Dustin just a rocket ship as he continues to break away from the field. Here comes Dustin off of turn number 17. There's your leader. He'll cross the line. It'll be lap number 4 in the books. He turns a 58.372 on that last lap. Damn, boy, Dustin really breaking away. That card is just flying. So again, getting word that is a track record on that last lap for Dustin, 58.372. Right now, Dustin with a 6.3 second advantage over Porter Aiken. Again, Porter battling for that second spot on the podium along with Zeb Davis. And don't forget, return your transponders to scales. Once again, as you please be sure to return your transponder to the scales. Those drivers, top 3 finishes fast time. We will have a podium awards. We'll do that in the tent. And you must be in your racer suit. You must be in your racer suit for photos. So your leader working off turn number 1. Dustin now with a 6.6 second advantage. Need Mini Rock, you're on the grid. Shifter Jr., you're pre-grid. So just over the halfway point, 6 laps in, 4 to go. Dustin will head down into turn number 1. And Porter Aiken, Zeb Davis running second and third. Zeb keeping the heat on Porter, and those 2 drivers trying to get on that podium. And Dustin in lap number 4 at a 58.372, being told that is a track record. And Dustin with a 6.9 second advantage over Puerto Rican as they continue to make their way around. Dustin now into turn number 16. There's your leader. And he'll come by. We'll cook it off. 7 laps complete this time by. Again, Dustin, he's had a couple very good runs as of late. Finished third at Fort Myers and looking for his first feature win here in the tag class. And that'll give us our 4th different winner in the tag class. A very solid run for the 71. Dustin continued to move right along, making his 3rd start of the season in the tag class. Puerto Rican into 322, currently running in that 2nd place position. So final 2 laps to go. Dustin continued to check out on the field. He'll head off at turn number 1. So a couple guys looking for their best finishes of the season, as Dustin looking for his first win. Puerto Rican looking for his best finish 2nd. If he can hang on to that position, Zeb Davis into number 2. Also looking for his best finish of the season. So all 3 drivers looking for their best finish of the entire season. Again, Strassel looking to pick up the victory, his first win of the season. Puerto Rican making a first appearance on the podium. Likewise, Zeb Davis. Zeb looking for his first podium of the season. Zeb had a 5th place finish at Fort Myers, so he's obviously gotten that thing really dialed in. Race number 1 for Zeb Davis, 12th. Race 2 finished 7th. Fort Myers finished 5th. And today he's going to try to get his best finish. That'll be 3rd. Needs to hang on a couple more turns. Zeb Davis into number 2. Oh, Dustin nice and smooth as he continues to work his way off turn number 11. So all 3 drivers settling for their best finish of the season. So here comes Dustin. He'll work into turn number 16 for the final time. He'll work off of turn number 17, and he will go wire to wire and score his first win of the season. Great run. Puerto Rican will hold on to that 2nd place spot, and he'll pick up 2nd. And Zeb Davis coming home in the 3rd spot. Best finish of the season for Zeb. So here's where we'll line them up. Orlando Kart Center, Mini Rock. Shifter Jr., you need you on the grid. That'll be Shifter Jr. on the grid. So Ramirez inside row 1, Aiden Keel to the outside. Row 2, Saraceno and Mayo Livingston. In row 3, Tyler Gonzalez. Zachary Allenhead in the 456. In row 4, Juan Diaz in the 88, Jordan Hepner in the 513. Row 5, the 418, Dylan Gennaro in the 418, Landon Kelly in the 00. Row 6, the 21, Rupert Gillett in the 34, Ricardo Villasmil in the number 139, starting 13th, that'll be Ian Keel. Gabriel Rivera starting 14th, 15th, that'll be Ryan Peterson. Starting 16th, Hunter Padilla. And scheduled out, Humberto Peretta in the number 495. Hey. Look how slow they're going. They'll start to build up speed. Ramirez, Aiden Keel, row number 1. Chris will let him go. Ramirez going to go out to the outside. He'll hold off, and he'll pick up the lead. Boy, they're going to really stack them up behind him. Couple getting piggyback. Look at this pack of traffic. Ramirez going to take advantage of the traffic behind him and gets off to a very good start. Shifter Jr., you're on the grid. That'll be Shifter Jr. So Ramirez picking up the win in the pre-final. He'll work his way into turn number 10. Got a good 5-6 card advantage. He'll work his way into turn number 11. So Ramirez going to make his way into turn 14. There's your early leader. So Keel going to hold on to second. Running third, it'll be the 456. I'm Hollingshead.
If you got a second, I've got a.
Again, the junior shifter drivers to the grid, junior shifter drivers. Again, if you have lost a tire gauge, we have one turned in at the tech area. Once again, if you have lost a tire gauge, we have one turned in at the tech area. With traffic really stretching out among at least the top 4 or 5 drivers, with Ramirez your leader. And they really had most of the field stacking them up after green flag drop coming off of turn number 1. Jordan Hepner will work around Ruben Grillett. That'll be for position number 9. So P9 going to Jordan in the 513 for Jordan Hepner, now 9th. Vincenzo Saraceno in lap number 2 rolled off a 106.265. Saraceno being scored in the 7th position. Now Saraceno continue to gain ground. He will jump up a couple spots. Saraceno is 5th. He's in behind Ian Keel. Keel running 4th. Saraceno now continue to gain some ground. He'll move up to 4th. So Saraceno on the move in the 10 machine. Started 3rd, got hung up in all that traffic, and he's fighting himself right back up into the top 5. Ramirez with a 2.1 second advantage over Aiden Keel. Livingston running 3rd. Ian Keel and Saraceno continue to flip-flop for position. Right now it's Saraceno in the 4 spot. Keel, that'll be Ian Keel in the top 5. Boy, Mayo Livingston definitely bringing in that second running car to Keel as they come into turn number 17. 4th, 5th, and 6th. Good racing there. That'll be Saraceno, Ian Keel, and Tyler Gonzalez. Saraceno just rolled off a 106.026. Right now, Saraceno 4.2 seconds behind Ramirez, your race leader. Now we'll see an exchange for that second place position. Looks like Mayo Livingston able to get around Aiden Keel. So Livingston will move into second as he heads off turn number 10. So we'll be closing in on the halfway point. This time by, it'll be 5 down, 5 to go. With your one and only leader, Ramirez, coming off turn number 16. So Ramirez will work down the front stretch. There's your leader at the halfway point. Ramirez holds on to the top spot. Running second is Mayo Livingston. Now Mayo going to watch that go by as Keel gets it right back here at the halfway point. That'll put Livingston 3rd, Saraceno 4th, Ian Keel in the top 5. Pretty strong run, and Tyler Gonzalez currently running 6th. He set quick time, 105.967. So Tyler Gonzalez trying to fight his way back. Started 5th, got shuffled back, as about 90% of the field did when that green flag dropped, and he continued to fight back. Got a good battle for that 2nd and 3rd spot on the podium. We'll see that second place position change again. As second running card, Aiden Keel will drop back 2 spots. Ramirez continued to break away currently with a 3-second advantage. There's your leader coming into turn number 17. Wide open, nobody around Ramirez. He comes down the front stretch. Mayo Livingston running 2nd. Saraceno 3rd. Keel running 4th. Tyler and Gonzalez in the top 5. Tyler Gonzalez now 4th as he heads into turn 4. And Saraceno going to go to work now on Livingston as they'll work up the hill. Ramirez currently a 3.1 second lead with 6 laps in. It'll be lap 7 next time he comes by. So here comes Matias Ramirez coming into turn number 17. He'll work down into turn number 1. Well at hand down the front stretch. The battle going to be for that 2nd and 3rd spot on the podium. Right now it'll be Livingston. Saraceno going to go to the inside. He'll change it as he comes off turn number 1. So now it'll be Saraceno running 2nd. Livingston 3rd. Don't count out Tyler Gonzalez. He's right there in the mix. 3-cart battle for the final 2 spots on the podium. Saraceno, Livingston, and Gonzalez as they'll work their way up. Here comes Gonzalez, going to look to the inside. Now Livingston going to go to the inside. Nobody going to be able to get around Saraceno. Will hold them off in turn 7. Tyler Gonzalez thought about taking a shot at it. Now they'll work in turn number 10. Meantime, your race leader, Matias Ramirez, 3.2 second advantage. Clear sailing, nobody around to contend with him as he works in turn 17. Again, the battle going to be for that second and third spot on the podium. 2 laps to go. Here comes the battle down the front stretch. Saraceno, Livingston, and Gonzalez. Gonzalez going to look to the inside. He'll get away third off turn 1. So Tyler Gonzalez now third. So Saraceno running second, Gonzalez third, Livingston now. Here comes Gonzalez again looking to the inside. Oh, Saraceno not going to be able to get him. So Tyler Gonzalez trying to work around Saraceno as they come off turn number 10. Now they're single file. And Gonzalez peeking to the inside, still cannot get around Saraceno. So here comes your leader off at turn number 17. White flag hangs out. Ramirez got 1 to go. The battle, as I said, for second and third on the podium. They'll come down into turn number 1. It's going to come down to the final lap. Saraceno trying to hold off Gonzalez. That'll be for second. Livingston would love to hop on the podium this afternoon. Saraceno currently running second. Here comes Tyler Gonzalez. We'll see if he'll go to the inside. Got to stay in behind. Saraceno got to stay way down low. He'll protect that low line. Livingston shooting to the outside through turn 7. And he'll get that spot away. Now it'll be Livingston in the middle of the sandwich. Now they're going to attack Saraceno in turn number 9. Saraceno currently running in the second spot. Livingston running third. Gonzalez running fourth. They'll come into turn number 13. Still doing battle again. Gonzalez going to get third back into turn 14. Now they'll drop back. Here they come. Again, your leader and winner. Ramirez will score the win. The battle for second and third at the line. Livingston, Saraceno will pick up podium finishes. Final group to go, your Ocala Grand Prix Shifter Junior. Olivia Bellinger in the number 5 in row 1, Garrison in the 77. Seve DePinto and Ryan Norberg, row number 2. Again, this reminder, please be sure to return your transponders. Again, we'll have podium awards. Once we do conclude all racing, you must be in your racer suit for photos. And we are underway. Bellinger off to a good start on the low side. He'll work off turn number 1. So Bellinger will jump out to that early lead. He'll work his way into turn 4. Now a little exchange for that third spot. Ryan Norberg, Seve DePinto battling for third. Thanks. Once again, those drivers with top 3 finishes, fast times. Again, we will have podium awards. As always, you must be in your racer suit for photos. We'll do that at the Big Tent area. Try to get you in and out as fast as possible. So Bellinger moving right along as your early leader. Garrison staying right with them. They'll head into turn number 2. Yeah, and Bellinger picking up the win in that pre-final. Austin finishing second, Seve coming home third as your leaders work down the front stretch. Seve got to get a little battle here on the tail end of that field, all over the back end of Ryan Norberg. And they'll work in turn number 4. Good nose to tail battle between those guys. Now Seve going to look to the inside. Going to be denied, gets the door shut. I'm on the entry to turn 5. So Seve will stay back in 4th. He'll continue to pester Ryan Norberg as they head into turn number 7. Up front, it'll be Bellinger, Garrison, Norberg, and Seve DePinto. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. So Bellinger, lap number 3, turns a 57.592. He continued to be your leader with a 1.6 second advantage over Austin Garrison. Good little racing for that third spot, final podium position. Again, Seve starting to break away now from Ryan Norberg. Again, good racing out of your Shifter Junior class. So we'll pick up the halfway sign this time by Dominic Torsaro to scales. Dominic, please come to scales. So halfway point this time by your one and only leader, Bellinger, down into turn number 1. He'll come off turn number 1 with a 2-second advantage over second running place, Austin Garrison. Third, it'll be Seve de Pinto. Fourth, it'll be Norberg. So at the halfway point, your leader, Bellinger. Just turned a 57.321. And he's got a 3.2 second advantage over Austin Garrison. So final couple laps remaining. Your Shifter Jr. Once again, we will have podium awards. Those drivers, top 3 finishes fast time. You must be in your racer suit for photos. Again, you must be in your racer suit for photos, as we'll get that taken care of here as we conclude our racing for the day. And I want to thank everybody here at Monticello. Of course, JC and Will, thank you very much. And another great weekend. Tim, everybody. As we complete race weekend number 4 with just a couple laps to go, Shifter Jr. all led by Olivia Bellinger with 2 to go. So Olivia continued to get quicker. Lap number 8, 57.243. Jan had a very quick time in his pre-final with a 56.876. Right now, got a commanding lead. He'll pick up the white flag. 1 to go for Bellinger. So Bellinger off at turn number 1 as your leaders. Led every single lap. He's got a 4.3 second advantage now as he works into turn number 4. Seve across the line. He'll pick up the white along with Ryan Norberg. So Bellinger will fly solo into turn number 10.
One more time, Chris. Make it count. Make it count, man. One more time.
So here he comes, Bellinger. It'll cycle around. It goes wire to wire, heads into turn number 17. There's your Ocala Grand Prix Shifter Junior winner, Olivia Bellinger. So he'll cross the line on the top spot. Garrison comes across 4.8 seconds behind your leader. Seve will lock up that third spot. He'll be on the podium. And Norberg will run out your top four. Once again, we'll get started here in just a couple minutes. To have a top three finish fast time, we will have awards. You must be in your racer suit. That'll take place in the tent area.